and twice more than that upstairs, where we have dedicated rooms for people, instrument specific. Like we have guitar labs where guitar classes are held for groups. We have drum labs, so we have specific rooms for that. We have voice labs, we have percussion labs, we have bass labs. We call all of these labs. And so here is our terrace performance space. This becomes a very special place in the evenings. Once in a week, every Wednesdays, we have a open session here, which, you know, ends up to be a long jam session and concert. And the atmosphere is quite beautiful, you know, with the stars and the moon and really clean air, and with just really good quality instruments and our amps and kits and stuff like that, with very minimum PA, we get quite a beautiful sound out here. And by the way, we have some of the best gear that you can hope to see in any music college. We have like more than 21, 22 of hand-baked Mesa Boogie amps made specially for us and flown in from the US. We have tons of orange bass amps from the UK. We have about 26 drum kits. We have Dixon kits. We have PDP, DW. We have Minor cymbals given to us by Minor through one of their biggest stars, Benny Greb, who was a drum faculty in our college. So as you can see, these are the labs that I was talking about. So this is, for example, a guitar lab, and you can see all those Mesa Boogie amps over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this 6 or 7, yeah. So here's a guitar lab where probably like 7 students are doing something at the same time, so that it's a bit more focused than the downstairs rooms, which are ensemble rooms. So this can be used as a percussion lab or a lot of things we have. And so are all these other rooms. They develop for various purposes. Either as studios, for practice, for labs, for duo stuff, for playing, you know, intimate stuff. So we have like special rooms like this where like a voice and a guitar duo can sit and, you know, perform in a setting that's as intimate as what happens in real life. We also have some wonderful people, the families of faculty that come and live here. There's Monica, who's Sebastian's wife, from Colombia, and their 1.5-year-old son, Manu. I think they're having a great time too. And we're now going to show you some of these other practice rehearsal rooms, or practice rooms as we call them, which are for singers. Hi Manu. Hi. How is he doing? He's doing okay?
Very well.
Very well?
Yeah, this is good.
Oh, he looks quite colorful.
Yeah, it's not as well.
So these are, some of it are not yet completed because we didn't have a requirement yet. These are specialized, practice rooms for singers, for like classical tabla players, or like for example this, we designed a room like this so that in real life, you know, when you have a percussion ensemble, the mridangam, ghatam, kanjira, they all sit close to each other and play. So these rooms can be used for something like that, or you know, a string trio or something. And here are those specific rooms, which are larger rooms, which are like drum labs. For example, here sometimes we have 3 or 4 drum kits, where we have like a lot of drummers doing, let's say, a chord like ad hoc we were running to something like that, and if the faculty wants 2 or 3 drum kits there, we possible. And this is these are like drum practice rooms. So this is our media center room where students come and do their emails or whatever they want, or practice or transcribe. They all have headphones here. They all have beautiful iMacs all over the place. And for this very few of Windows users and some students, we have some Windows computers too. So this is our library. We just moved it upstairs to this big room. We had a library and the media center, the media center you just saw was also doubled as a library earlier. But we now have too many students, and we have more hours for library and for self-learning, that we have separated these two. Over here in the library, you can see we have specific workstations where people can check out various DVDs. They all have a monitor and a DVD player, and we have a lot of instructional DVDs of all kinds, from jazz piano workshops to operas, to instructional drum technique, to performance videos, to whatever you can call this. We have a lot of stuff, and we are going to get a lot more. And we also have a lot of books here. As you can see, it's very diverse. We have books on the Bhagavad Gita to a lot of stuff on Carnatic music, on the entire Indian history, the Natya Shastra and stuff like that. But we also have a lot of all these scores. We have Ravel scores, Stravinsky scores, for those people that are interested in stuff. We have the complete string quartets of Beethoven, some Debussy over there, and that stuff. But then we also have all this other stuff, stuff about microphones, mixers, mastering, recording, about music business, anthology books, Led Zeppelin, the Beatles, whatever, and of course the standard stuff like real book and contemporary harmony, arranging, and a lot of stuff. And we also have stuff that we think people should know, which is about great composers' lives. There's a lot of stuff here about people like Toscanini, the conductor, Ives and Copeland, conversations with Pierre Boulez. So we like to encourage our students to be as open as possible in their music, in their outlook, in their thinking, so that they're not chained to any one way of thinking this is the only way we make music. So this is a place where Jimi Hendrix and Shostakovich and Coltrane and Tyagarajan and everybody else have a home, because our students are taught a very basic need to be open about all music, to be able to embrace all music, and to see music as a joy and celebration, and as a way of reflecting life in all its forms, way across culture and any other divide. And we pride ourselves on getting faculty from so many different parts of the world, so that our students get a very natural initiation into this whole thought, this whole global thought of music. Right now, as I speak, we have faculty from Greece, we have faculty from the US, from Switzerland, from Suriname, and from Colombia. And in a couple of months, it's going to change. We have faculty from France, from Colombia again. We have from the US, of course, and so on and so forth. And we've been very fortunate to have about, I don't know, close to 35 amazing musicians from at least 20 countries come and teach here in the last a year and a half, and we are extremely lucky that we have people that have shown so much interest in us. We also have a lot of people that we have associated with, like I talked about Mesa Boogie, about Kawai and Orange, and these are our partners. But also Hal Leonard Publishing, which is the largest print music publisher in the world, have been very kind. They have donated us some books for the library, and we're also their dealers, and we get some concessions for buying a lot of stuff from them. So we're very lucky that a lot of people have recognized us and have been very encouraging to what we're doing.